In the modern industrialized world, the input comes fast and furious almost 24/7. Constant sensory overload, with scarce opportunity to stop and consider the bigger picture. It's a most entertaining juggernaut headed we know not exactly where. Its monstrous appetite for energy and resources produce much brilliance, but nothing quite so ingenious as the insatiable desire for more. And yet, many of us can sense in our gut that something's wrong, that the systems of nature on which the whole big party depends may just be reaching a tipping point in their ability to cope with it all, and that our own habits and actions are in large part responsible. When I saw a 2-minute report about Tuvalu, it said the country was getting wealthy from the internet, but also that it was in danger of being the first nation to be wiped off the map due to the effects of global warming. I had never even heard of Tuvalu, didn't know where it was. Now I do.
I just don't want to believe that I have to leave the country one day. If there was, something for Tuvalu to sink, I wouldn't want to leave my home island. I love Tuvalu and I want to be here all my life.
Tuvalu is a small island country, an independent country. It's made up of 9 islands. Geographically, it's north of Fiji and east of Australia. It is a member of the Commonwealth, and of course, it is a member of the United Nations. The islands make up a total of 26 square kilometers, and that's a very small size. But of course, the islands spread over a large area of ocean in the Pacific, totaling something like 700,000 square kilometers. Very, very subsistence type of living there. The population is, the last census, it was recorded at 11,000 people, predominantly Polynesian.
The purpose of the trip was to get a real sense of global warming's impact on Tuvalu. However, when one actually lands on the capital island of Funafuti, one cannot help but be struck by a unique coexistence of modernity and tradition, and a curiosity about how countries so remote, with a total landmass smaller than Manhattan's, operates in today's world. Independent from Britain since 1978 after 2 centuries as a protectorate and colony, in many ways life in Tuvalu is familiar, one foot firmly in the contemporary. Just where the other foot is harder to pinpoint. Inhabited for thousands of years before the British arrived, this history and tradition too are present. With a yearly gross national product of only about $11 million, there is little room for luxury. With virtually no tourism and no broadcast or satellite television, there is nothing of the hard sell culture here. No one trying to sell you things you don't need or anything else. A unique society oriented around family and community. Funafuti, the second largest of Tuvalu's 9 atolls, is part of the rim of a long extinct volcano, a long, thin ribbon of land with a protected lagoon on one side, and on the other, the vastness of the Pacific. Maximum width, 1,500 feet. Highest point, 13 feet above sea level, but most is only 5 or less. Although there are few cars on the outer islands, when Tuvalu sold the rights to its own national internet suffix, .tv, during the internet boom, the windfall helped pay for the paving of Funafuti's main road, which stretches the 9 miles between the north and the south ends. It changed the look and feel of the capital and made getting around much easier. It also created a paradox. Though microscopic in terms of the global problem, the new road brought more vehicles and an increase in Tuvalu's own greenhouse gas emissions.